Welcome, Junior Detectives, to another exciting episode of Crime City, a monthly stage show in the style of old-time radio, recorded live at the Gordon Best Theatre in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. This month's episode, The Private Eye Effect, starring Mike Judson, Marsala Lukianchuk, Kenn Gibb, Adam Martignetti, Mélanie Dubois, Dan Smith, and Ray Henderson, with live sound effects by Melissa Post and original music by Danny Bronson. Crime City is written and produced by Andrew Root. Gather your family around the wireless set, sit comfortably, and it's on with the show!
Greetings, Junior Detectives! Shine your badge, put on your trench coat, and grab your magnifying glass. It's time to set your radios dialed to intrigue for another exciting episode of Crime City, brought to you by Sunny Grove Beauty Cream and Midnight Cigarettes. Crime City, home to the fiends, scoundrels, and ne'er-do-wells of the world. A cesspool of illegality. Honest citizens fear to walk the streets after dark. But one man stands against crime in Crime City, honor bound to serve justice and protect the innocent. Our hero, Victor Marshall, Chief of Police.
Victor Marshall, at your service.
Tasked with commanding a corrupt police force, Victor Marshall, with the help of his boy's sidekick,
Brad Bramble, Adventure Scout, First Class.
You're not my sidekick.
Saving the world.
Don't.
With scouting.
God damn it.
And his trusted colleague, former secret agent turned private detective, Lilian Steele.
Hello.
Aim to clean up crime in Crime City. What nefarious foes will our heroes face in their quest to uphold the law? Find out in tonight's breathtaking installment, The Private Eye Effect. Crime City, a metropolis of mayhem. Sinister skyscrapers loom large, casting gloomy shadows across dangerous alleyways. But the city is home to more than tall buildings and cracked sidewalks. The willow-lined avenues of Crime City are home to many a grand, sweeping mansion, most with a dark secret. Who knows what skeletons lie in the various closets, wine cellars, conservatories, and private libraries of the avenues of Crime City? With a veritable buffet of mysteries to investigate, what brings the chief of police, a former spy turned private detective, and a 10-year-old adventure scout, a.k.a. our heroes, to this part of town? Let's listen and find out.
Thanks for tagging along on this one, gang. It's good to get out of that stuffy office. I miss doing field work. Pounding the pavement, knocking on doors, making a difference for the little guy in this garbage dump of a town.
Thanks for the gig, Vic. My detective firm, Steele Consulting, is always happy to help out the chief of police. And don't worry about the cost. I've marked you down for the friends rate. Plus expenses, plus travel.
We're walking.
And these heels are expensive.
Boy.
This trip to the wealthy side of town will really help with my research on the demographics of Crime City for the Adventure Scouts recruiting program. Now, would you say that house over there is absurdly expensive or just unreasonably expensive?
I'd say it's the house we're looking for. This is the address.
What's the case, Vic?
I think it's best if the homeowner explained it himself. Look, I don't know if I can do it justice.
What is he, a kook?
You could say that.
Is that him there on the front porch? The one wearing all the strange clothes?
Greetings, purveyors of law and order. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a practitioner of the mystic arts. I teach the mysterious practice of transcendental meditation, allowing the open-minded to explore the astral planes of our galaxy and beyond. I am a collector of haunted artifacts from realms both mysterious and dangerous, and I also do balloon animals at birthday parties. My name is Asta Kabal, at your service.
Wow, being a practitioner of the mystic arts must pay really well. To be able to afford a house like this one.
Any ninth-rate sorcerer on the streets of Calcutta or Bangladesh can make a living peddling arcane trinkets and cryptic baubles. But only a true magician can make a living from doing balloon animals at birthday parties.
Where are you from exactly?
I'm exotic.
I see.
What seems to be the problem, Mr. Kebab?
Why, simply step inside and you'll see for yourself.
Okay, but it'd be faster if you just told us.
The fog of mystery shall be lifted, and all shall be made clear if you'll just step inside.
I knew it. A kook.
Forgive me, detectives. One does not spend years cultivating an aura of the enigmatic in order to explain things plainly.
Okay, well then, let's all just go inside.
Oh, no, I dare not.
Take it easy, Swami. What's the big deal?
What has transpired in my domicile has shaken the very foundations of my chi. I beg of you to investigate independently.
So you'll just wait out here? On the lawn?
I shall be quite content to study my mystical tomes here in the warm bath of sunlight. Oh, shoot. I left my mystical tomes inside. Well, I shall be content to pore over this, telephone directory while you go indoors.
Victor, I could have been investigating an arson. You know how I love arsons. What are we doing here?
Yeah, Mr. Marshall, this guy sure is an oddball.
I know.
I, of course, cannot force you to accept this case. The choice is yours. Will you venture indoors and leave me here in distress and return to your lives? So, what do you choose?
A choice like that ain't no choice at all. Come on, gang. We're honor-bound to serve justice and protect the innocent. Let's go.
Wisely chosen, detectives. I look forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you.
Why do you always have to choose the cases with the weirdos, Victor?
Well, what if I didn't? Who knows what would happen? It's the private eye effect.
I suppose so.
What's the private eye effect?
It's an extension of chaos theory, Brad, darling. Small actions create big changes further down the line.
Yeah, say a private eye has a chance to help a citizen find out who's stealing their newspaper, but he doesn't feel like taking the case. That person could lose faith in the legal system, take matters into their own hands, and before you know it, he's got his front porch booby-trapped and the mail carrier's caught in a tiger trap.
But if the private eye had taken the case, the citizen would have felt safer, the newspaper thief would have been reprimanded, and the neighborhood would have been safer. Everything was affected by the choice the private eye made, hence the private eye effect.
Oh, like how a butterfly flapping its wings in Central Park could lead to a hurricane in South America.
A butterfly?
How would that cause a hurricane in South America?
They're thousands of miles apart, Brad.
Well, yeah, but still, it's just...
Butterflies don't control the weather, Brad.
Air temperature. Oceanic tides control the weather, kid, not bugs.
But it's merely an example of how if one person does one...
Kids think of the craziest things, you know?
Come on, let's go inside.
Inside the foyer of the mansion, dark wooden floors, intricately designed wallpaper, and dusty gas lamps.
Ugh, so many spider webs. How can a person live like this?
A strange, musty odor filled the air, as though the house had not been lived in many years. Before our heroes, a wide set of stairs led upwards into a darkened corridor, and further down the hallway on the main level, a door is ajar. A faint light flickers in the basement.
I don't like this place. It gives me the creeps. What was that?
It came from the attic.
It came from the basement.
Oh, let's get out of here.
We can't just leave.
Victor, I confess, I have a thing about basements. I just can't stand them. Let's go to the attic.
Well, to be honest, I have a thing about attics. I'd much rather go to the basement.
Shall we split up?
No way! Haven't you ever seen a scary movie? That's how people get axe murdered. We're sticking together.
What are you doing watching axe murder movies?
Well, just never you mind. But we do have to choose. Do we go to the basement or do we go to the attic?
But which path will they choose? As we know, thanks to the private eye effect, whichever route they choose will affect their futures in ways unimaginable. If only there was some simple way to decide which path will forever shape their destiny. But wait! There is! And in this episode of Crime City, it lies in the hands of you, the audience. That's right. This is an adventure of your choosing. So warm up the decision-making muscles, junior detectives. You have to decide how our story continues. In the attic or in the basement? By a show of hands. Should our heroes investigate the strange sound in the attic? And by a show of hands and or stumps, should our heroes investigate the strange sound in the basement? Basement has it! We've done it! We've democratized the fate of our heroes, for now they're forever bound to this one decision, and who knows what adventures await them. I hope it's nothing bad, because I'd be on your shoulders, junior detectives, and who could bear the guilt? Anyway, we now rejoin our heroes as they continue their investigation.
Come on, we're going to the basement.
Oh, come on. After I just told you I have a thing about basements.
Well, whatever gets us out of this creepy foyer, how can there be this much dust? You know, dust is mostly skin cells. You know, I read all about it in my favorite book, 1001 Disgusting Facts to Bring Up When There's an Awkward Pause in Conversation.
All right, come on, Lil. What have you got against basements? They're storage areas. Maybe the occasional water damage, but...
Oh, sure. Damp conditions to go along with the moldy boxes, low ceilings, dirt floors, and disease-carrying rodents.
Disease-carrying rodents?
Rats, Brad darling. And not the cute, cuddly kind. The rabid, plague-infested, savage, bloodthirsty kind.
Bloodthirsty monster rats? Oh, we should have gone to the attic.
You're telling me.
Well, we can't go back now. We made our decision and we just have to see how it plays out. Rats and all.
Miss Steele, you were just kidding about the rats, right? That stuff about disease is just an urban legend, isn't it?
Don't encourage her, kid.
Encourage nothing. Brad, dear, this is a real story. I was working a case once with a new couple who had just moved into their first house. They kept hearing scratching in the walls. One night the husband woke up to a sharp pain in his ankle. A rat had chewed through a wall and was biting him. Well, fever set in almost immediately, and although he lived, he lost his mind and had to be chained up in the basement.
Is that true?
Oh, of course that isn't true, kid. Lil's just being a squeaky wheel because she's afraid of spooky basements.
I'm not being a squeaky wheel, and even if I were, I'd be reacting appropriately because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And in this analogy, that means us getting out of here.
Well, the sooner we investigate that weird noise, the sooner we can go. Look, here's the door to the basement.
You're telling me that's not an ill omen?
It's just a creaky door. Lots of basements have creaky doors.
Sure. Starts with a creaky door, but then a monster rat leaps on your ankle, and before you know it, you've got a fever, and then we have to chain you to the radiator down there.
We definitely should have gone to the attic.
That's what I'm saying! Come on, kid. Let's go check out upstairs. Victor can handle things down here.
Oh, pull yourselves together. We haven't even looked around yet.
Well, gee, it sure is dark down here.
Well, there must be a light switch down here somewhere. Ah, there it is.
No, wait! Don't turn on the light. That's what makes the rats dart out at you.
Well, I brought a flashlight with me.
Look, I'm not going around the dark basement with just a flashlight. I'm turning on the light.
Don't! It could trigger a bomb.
A bomb? Oh, come on, Lil. This is too much.
You mean Asta Kebab lured us here just to kill us?
You didn't get a sinister, untrustworthy vibe from Master Kebab? This could all be a part of his plan. Lure your enemies to a darkened location, hook up a detonator to the light switch, and kaboom! I've seen it 100 times!
100 times? How did you hear those stories if everyone was blown up?
Don't you question my war stories. I'm a hero!
Oh, please. This is all coming from your basement-based paranoia. You're jumping to conclusions.
I say we go back outside and call the bomb squad.
Over a rat and a light switch.
Oh, stop it. We can just stand here arguing? No way. We have to choose. Are we going to turn the lights on or not?
The eternal question, one we must all face in a lifetime. Do you turn on the basement lights or not? It's universally resonant questions like this that keep our program relevant, Junior Detectives. But hold that thought. Because before we solve that mystery, we have to solve the mystery of how we're going to pay the bills. So sit tight, Junior Detectives, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
A new school year. Time to cheer on the football team. A boy to carry your books. And all thanks to that schoolgirl complexion from Sunny Grove Beauty Cream.
Not for me, though.
Well, what do you mean? Why, anyone can have a schoolgirl complexion with Sunny Grove Beauty Cream.
Well, that stuff's awful expensive, and shucks, I'm poor.
What? Get out of here! Go on! Get back to the gutter, you filthy urchin! You don't deserve a schoolgirl complexion! I apologize for the unpleasantness, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently some people think we're living in the 1950s. But you know better. When you want a beauty cream for the pores on your face, but not the pores in your society, choose Sunny Grove Beauty Cream.
Doctors, security guards, the doorman at your local nightclub. What do these three professions have in common? They work long hours, often very late at night, and for them, it can be very difficult to maintain a proper diet. Well, we here at Midnight Cigarettes have a solution. Imagine a cigarette that nourishes as well as refreshes. Only Midnight Cigarettes contain the same nicotine lift, while also providing the caloric intake needed to get through the day. Let's see what our doctor, security guard, and nightclub doorman taste when they smoke Midnight Cigarettes.
Strawberry shortcake.
Ooh, a breakfast for Tana.
Gravy.
And I've got Duck L'Orange, Midnight Cigarettes, for when you need a meal and a cigarette, but only have time for one.
Welcome back, Junior Detectives. When we last left you, our heroes had decided to investigate the basement of the decrepit old mansion, but had reached an impasse vis-a-vis turning on the basement lights. Victor believes it will help to investigate a strange sound, while Lilian thinks the light switch could be wired to an explosive device.
She's afraid of rats.
I'm more afraid of bombs.
Oh, geez Louise.
Will they turn the lights on or not? A gentle reminder that it is within the realm of possibility for this very episode to be the final show of the entire Crime City series, all depending on how you vote. So let's cut to the chase and decide for our heroes. Who in our audience tonight will be celebrating a birthday in the near future? I'll give you the opportunity to decide the fates of our trio of do-gooders. So what will it be? Will they turn on the lights or continue to investigate the basement using Brad's trusty flashlight?
Flashlight.
Very well. The audience has decided to keep our heroes in the dark. Let's see what happens.
All right, fine. Keep your socks on. We'll leave the lights off. Just watch your step.
Well, Adventure Scout protocol dictates that we should all hold hands to be safe when walking in the dark.
Fine with me. But if any rat jumps out at me, I'm going to...
Oh no, a bottomless pit right at the bottom of the stairs. Oh no!
We should have gone to the attic!
That's right, Junior Detectives. At the foot of the basement stairs, there was a large pit, the depth of which boggles the limits of the human mind, and it swallowed our heroes whole. One thing for certain, though, this whole thing is your fault, Junior Detective. Darn it. Have to start working on my unemployment papers. And look, we've got 2 actors who haven't even been used yet. Sorry, gang. No mic time for you this episode. Or ever again. Unless... I really shouldn't do this. But my contract as the narrator of this show affords me one Deus Ex Machina get out of jail free card. And I'm going to pass it on to you, good people in the studio audience. Ladies and gentlemen, underneath one of your chairs is a piece of paper. Please look under your chairs now. Fate has laid the destinies of our heroes in your hands. So what will it be? Will we reverse time and have our heroes turn on the lights and avoid the pit? Or will you allow Victor, Lilian, and Brad, characters we've come to know and love, plummet to their certain deaths, forcing us to shutter our production, send the actors home, and never put on another show ever again? Is this the end of Crime City forever? What say you and your card? Hazarding all, our heroes decide to turn on the lights.
This is ridiculous. Here, I'm hitting the lights. There, see? It's just your run-of-the-mill basement. No rats.
Holy cow! Look, there's a giant pit right at the bottom of the stairs. Gosh, it looks like it goes down forever, ever.
Well, guess it's a good thing we turned on the lights, or else we would have fallen in this pit, huh, Lil?
You know what we should have done? It's gone to the attic. You know what there are none of in attics? Bottomless pit!
It looks like we can get around the pit over here. Just a little jump and there. Come on, gang. The rest of the floor looks pretty stable.
Okay. Up. Come on, Lil.
I'm wearing 4-inch heels, Victor. Do you know how hard it is to jump over bottomless pits in 4-inch heels?
Well, I'll be here to catch you. We both will.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha.
Oh, look out for that bookcase.
Oh. That tune. Sounds familiar. Where's it coming from?
Look, there's an old photo album. Huh. Looks like a bunch of pictures of baseball teams.
Oh, look, how darling. A children's baseball team.
Wait a second. Is the music coming out of the album?
We're free!
Finally!
Fresh air! At last!
Well, yikes! Who are you?
Well, we're the children who lived in this neighborhood. I'm Lavender.
I'm Lysander.
And I'm Herbert Chauncey.
Wait. Lived?
Yes, sir, that's right. You see, we're ghosts.
We've been trapped in this photo album for decades.
With no one else to play ball with.
You know how frustrating it is to play baseball with only 3 kids?
Wow!
That Asta Kebab character said he collected rare and haunted artifacts. This must be one of his collection.
Asta Kebab?
Now he's the one that trapped us in here.
We were part of a simple neighborhood baseball team, you see?
I was the pitcher. Strike 3, you're out.
I was the catcher. Foul ball.
And I got everybody water. Stay hydrated.
So, naturally, we were interested when he said he had a photo album with a bunch of pictures of old baseball teams.
What child could resist?
Certainly. All children enjoy old photo albums. We understand.
So he lured you inside and trapped you in this magical photo album? The dastard.
Jeez. It must be such a relief to be out of there. And to think, you'd been trapped in there forever if we hadn't come to this basement and turned on the lights.
All right. That's enough. No need to rub it in.
Wait! You weren't going to come downstairs and save us?
You were just gonna leave us in there?
Where were you going to go instead? The stupid old attic? There's nothing up there.
It would have been a pretty boring evening if you decided to go to the attic.
Okay, let's not get bogged down in what brought us here, all right?
'Cause yay, you're free. That's great. And it must feel so good to be out. What do you want to do first?
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say we want to play catch.
Oh, yes, please. We've been trapped in here for years with only each other as teammates. I can catch anything these two throw at me. There's no sport to it.
I've forgotten what it's like to play against another team.
Won't you play with us? Please?
Please?
Please, please, please. Please play. Oh, please play.
I'm not exactly dressed for baseball.
I'll need to do some stretches. I've torn ligaments in the past.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather us call your parents? Arrest Asta Kebab? Serve justice?
No! We want to play catch.
Play with us.
Catch the ball!
Lil, Brad, can I talk to you over here for a minute?
Certainly.
Are these kids giving you the creeps too?
Well, they're probably just a bit antisocial after being locked up for all those years.
But it is a bit odd they don't want us to contact their families. They just want to play catch. But what could it hurt?
I can't put my finger on it, but I have a bad feeling about this.
We're waiting. Well, what are we gonna do?
Ghost children who demand a game of catch? What could possibly go wrong? But our hero's hesitance is telling. Years of instincts are hinting at something sinister in this team's request. So as always, when we can't make up our mind, we turn to you, the studio audience. So what would it be? Will they play catch with the ghostly children? Or will they refuse?
Yes.
Refuse!
What?
You don't spend years in the crime-fighting game without learning to trust your gut. And that's just what our heroes are gonna do. No Thai cobs in the belfries of this creepy mansion.
I think you're right, Victor. Something is fishy about this. I don't think we should play catch with them.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lil. I mean, I played outfielder in high school, so I've got a great arm, but you're right.
Which field did you play?
Left.
Oh, come on, guys. Who's gonna tell them?
Quit stalling. Catch the ball.
No. We won't ask you again.
Listen, we talked it over and we decided not to play ball.
What?
But you must!
Do it! No! Do it!
If you don't catch this baseball, you won't break the curse.
What curse?
We were cursed by Asta Kebab to remain trapped in this old photo album forevermore unless someone plays catch with us and takes our place.
It doesn't even have to be a clean catch. You can fumble it. That's fine.
We're really not picky.
But then we would be trapped.
Who cares?
We've been trapped in here so long. You have to release us.
If you won't catch the ball, maybe you'll catch something else.
Hey, quit throwing things at us. Come on.
Stop it, you horrid children. Bradley, you're a child. Talk to them.
Me?
Yeah, you kid, use your accept your ghost prison merit badge or whatever.
There is absolutely no such thing. Don't be ridiculous.
Catch the ball!
Do it, you squeaky wheel.
Catch it!
All right now, that's quite enough. Look here. Obviously, we're not going to play catch with you because then we would be trapped
Yeah, and you're not exactly making it look like a picnic.
Well, then what? You three are the first people to come to this basement in, I don't even know how long.
Do you know how slim the odds were that you even found us in the first place?
It's mathematically impossible to calculate.
And the curse is very specific.
We can't get out unless someone takes our place.
I'm having a stress attack. I'm gonna go get some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Let me know when you have a solution. Take me out to the ball game.
Relax. We're not going to leave you trapped in there either.
Yeah, we're do-gooders. We always do the right thing.
Yeah, so let's think for a second. If someone has to take your place in there, we just have to find an appropriate candidate.
Well, I should mention that I have an Adventure Scout meeting tomorrow morning that I really can't miss.
Well, don't look at me. I've got a recipe at home I've been wanting to try out. Can't make trout almondine if you're stuck in a photo album.
I didn't mean us. I'm just thinking out loud, but wouldn't it be convenient if there was some no-goodnik nearby who deserved to be locked up?
Hello, detectives? Are you down there?
Bingo!
Quick, children, hide back in your album for just a second.
Ah, so you found your way down to the basement, have you? And you avoided the pit at the bottom of the stairs, I see.
Yeah, you should really look at getting that thing filled in.
Good. I'll make a note of that.
We're having an interesting conversation, though.
Oh?
Yeah, I was just saying that in that American Coffee advertisement, the husband needs the coffee in the morning so that he can make it to work on time.
That's not what happened. The husband needs the coffee so he can stay up after dinner and play with his kids in the yard.
American Coffee?
Morning.
After dinner.
Oh, they're just terrible when they get fighting like this, Mr. Kebab. Can you help settle it?
I suppose so. Are you certain you haven't found any antiques down there? Photo albums, perhaps?
No,
We've
been
arguing and
fighting
They've
this
just been
whole
bickering
time.
back and forth with my mom and dad.
Oh, well, in that case, fine. Let's act it out. You be the husband and you be the wife.
Honey, where's my American Coffee?
Here it is. What's the fuss?
I've had a long day at the office and Junior wants to play outside. You know you're right. Hearing it out loud, it makes more sense.
Yeah, right. And then they all go outside. Here, Mr. Kebab, you play the kid.
Okay, yeah. Gee, Dad, I sure am glad you've got enough energy to stay up and play catch with me.
Me too. Here, catch.
Okay.
Children, now!
What? No! You tricked me!
We're free!
Finally!
Hey, guys! What'd I miss? Whoa! We're out of the photo album!
We're free! Oh, thank you, detectives. Thank you so much.
Well, there really isn't much to it.
What are you gonna do with Asta Kebab?
I'll take that old photo album back to police headquarters with me. Lock him in a desk drawer or something.
Wow, what an adventure. And all because we decided to come down here to the basement.
I'm so very glad that we freed the children and caught the bad guy, but I can't help but wonder what might have been.
But we'll never know, because that's how the story ends, junior detectives. Victor, Lilian, and Brad may have escaped unscathed this time, but the mind reels at the myriad possible futures that could have been inside Askabav's divergent puzzle house. Perhaps they'd all be wearing funny hats or something. But we'll literally never know, because all copies of the script will immediately be shredded following tonight's performance. Thank you for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, when you find yourself on the horns of a dilemma, don't hedge your bets. Though you may feel yourself caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, she who hesitates is lost, and calculation never made a hero. For intuition is only given to those who have undergone long preparation to receive it. I guess what we're saying is this. Be bold, be brave, and enjoy the mistakes you make. I mean, look at me. I'm the narrator for this dumb show. I'm having the time of my life. Thank you, and good night.
This episode of Crime City featured Mike Judson as Victor Marshall, Marsala Lukianchuk as Lilian Steele, Kenn Gibb as Brad Bramble, Dan Smith as the narrator, Mélanie Dubois as Lavender, Ray Henderson as Lysander, and Adam Martignetti as Asta Kebab and Herbert Chauncey. Crime City the podcast is produced by Andrew Root and Adam Martignetti. Listen to previous episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, and Soundcloud. To help us find new listeners, rate and review us on iTunes. Special thanks to Ian Osborne, Ryan Kerr, Caitlin Curry, Alexa Lowe's, and Sarah Ty. Information about future shows can be found at facebook.com/Crime City the Series and on Twitter at Crime City Series. We're also on Instagram at Crime City Series. We'll see you next time, Junior Detectives.